the propaganda when they're actually funding Al-Qaeda to create the clash of civilizations.
Hey, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Kurt Nemo is working on an article right now that shows the links between the shooter and the FBI-run National Alliance. Apparently, the Southern Poverty Law Center is linking the shooter, Wade Michael Page, to the National Alliance, which is, a neo-Nazi group, but it's controlled by the FBI, as you know. That's been reported.
I said that last night. I said if I have to profile this, they're going to blame it on a white supremacist. And again, I'm not tooting my horn. I know what I'm talking about because they follow a script. The Southern Poverty Law Center, it turned out in federal documents, was running the Elohim City Center with the white supremacists that McVeigh was at. Not infiltrating it, running it. So listen, here's the bottom line. I'm going to get off, Mike. Here's the bottom line for everybody. There is no doubt in my mind, because, I go with what I really believe. I don't just say it's an inside job to say it. This thing has all the hallmarks of a sloppy false flag where they killed one of their own people in the drill, or a police officer responded so quick he killed one of the black op teams. We don't know, but it's leaning towards the whole thing's a setup completely, a pure manufactured event. This is Operation Gladio being implemented inside the United States. This is also known as the NATO option. Write this down. NATO option, Operation Gladio. We sell a book by a professor who's an expert on it at Infowars.com, breaking it down in the shop area. The film A Noble Lie. All of this, we've been telling you since Noble Lie came out. Why am I promoting that film? Because it's the same playbook the Justice Department that split. If they stage the false flag event, ladies and gentlemen, if they would stage the false flag event of Fast and Furious, they would stage anything. This is the October surprise. This is how Obama plans to stay in power. This is how they plan to go after domestic groups. Remember 2 months ago, our insiders told us they were going to launch TSA on the streets nationwide, not just select areas. Now it's happening. Now they're saying mall shootings. They've hit it. I've said churches, police departments, malls, movie theaters. It's everything that the TSA is rolling out with their training videos. They are coming for us all. This is a staged event. You better believe it. My gut tells me 100%. Again, I'm ranting here, ladies and gentlemen, because the magnitude of this. Police. We've had police call in, and the FBI's asked them and the ATF to sneak a bomb to the airport. And they've been smart enough in Texas to say no, including Robert Mueller Airport, where they've set up this weird base now and do these training drills. And it's not even an airport anymore, but they wanted to do a drill practicing to take one in there, where they do this SWAT team training. They tried it up in Dallas at DFW. This is the type of stuff that's going on. And 95% of the time, the drill is real and doesn't take place. But every time they do it, there's a drill, and then they will set you up, ladies and gentlemen. And they want to start persecuting the military and police, and they have set up the narrative. Imagine how ridiculous the narrative is, that the veterans are going to come home and kill everybody. That's because they know they're going to start gun confiscation, and veterans will fight back. So the only group they know that may resist the banker takeover is the military and veterans. So they're preparing to turn Homeland Security completely against you. That was always the plan. This is a Mayday situation. Repeat. Witnesses, the police scanners, the head of the Sikh church are all saying there were people there. There were men in uniforms. There were cars driving around. There were 4 shooters. This is the truth. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. It's all happening leading up to the election. They're probably going to blow up federal buildings next. They're going to blame it on us. They're not playing games. These are criminals that ship 20,000 guns and hand grenades to Mexico to blame the Second Amendment. Mike Adams, what do you make of this?
I concur with you, Alex. I think this is just the beginning. I think that the pattern is very clear now. And you just mentioned you think maybe they're going to try to stage blowing up federal buildings. I certainly wouldn't put that out of their reach. I think they could be looking to do something even bigger. I've written about this too. And look, something bigger like a dirty bomb nuclear attack in a major U.S. city, for example.
So they can pose as the saviors and take over.
Exactly.
And again, look at all the scripting. Remember this, and then I'll let you go back to your work. They've written all these memos and news articles how there's going to be giant terror and how they're going to blame it on us.
Oh, yeah. And look, the worse Obama gets in the polls, the more desperate his controllers are to make sure that he is perceived as a hero so that he wins.
Exactly. Notice how this is knocked Fast and Furious out of the news. Notice how this is what knocked Al-Qaeda, openly being brought in by a criminal government in Syria, out of the news. It's knocking it all out of the news by design. Mike Adams, God bless you. Say every time I take off to just take care of a bunch of other work I've got to do when these big events happen. But we need to get police and military. I know we have a lot of former and current PSYOP people listening. Folks, would a PSYOP officer go into a Sikh area and shoot them? See, the reason this is a PSYOP is they want to stop making it the Muslims the reason they're taking our liberty. They've said they're changing the script to domestic groups. This is all done and aimed at an unconscious population. So now they need to shift it over to right-wing groups. I mean, this whole thing is tailored, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you, Mike Adams. Thank you so much, sir.
God bless you too, Alex. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for the analysis. So, folks, if you want more from Alex, check out his video on YouTube. And we're going to continue bringing you more details right here on the Alex Jones Show. This is Mike Adams filling in today for Alex. And it's crazy. It seems like every time that I'm guest hosting and that Alex is not here, some big breaking news happens hours before. And then, we end up reworking the entire show. We were going to be talking today to vaccine rights attorney Alan Phillips, for example. And we asked to reschedule him because, again, of this breaking news that's happening right now. But going over the big points, once again, as Alex just told us, this is a pattern. This is indicative of the Gladio project, the NATO option of staging these false flag events in order to create the reaction in the hearts and minds of the public to be against the selected target group, which in this case is the veterans. They want the people not to trust veterans because it's probably only veterans, well, and maybe a few others, but for sure veterans who are willing to stand up against tyranny and actually follow their oath of protecting the U.S. Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. So veterans are in the crosshairs of being demonized. The Second Amendment is being demonized. There is a mass, it's almost like a cult now that has taken over the mass media to try to demonize everybody and blame everyone for the actions of this one individual, which might have actually been a team of tactical shooters with a specific agenda. But look at this. CNN just played the song "Only the Good Die Young" by Billy Joel, following a segment about the Sikh temple shootings. So remember, CNN, remember 8 days ago, they played the song "Stupid Girls," right before a story about former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin. Now they're playing the song "Only the Good Die Young" when covering the Sikh shooting. So that's the kind of sick sense of the culture of death that these people at CNN have. It's just sick, terrible human beings who pretend to bring people the news. Let's go now. We've only got a short segment here before we go to break, but Mark is on the air, former police and military from Texas. Mark, we've only got a minute, so I want to keep you over, but what are your comments on the situation, sir? Go ahead.
Yeah, my comments are this. I think that this guy was probably processed out secretly, and I don't believe he ever actually was processed out. Kind of like I think happened with McVeigh and possibly even with Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
This is a black op. There's no question about it. I would like to tell people all around the country, listen to people like Alex Jones. Even a regular talk show are afraid to cover this. Fox News, forget it. It's just like the mainstream media. Nobody wants to cover this. I've put the pieces together. And one other thing, too, about the Sikhs. A lot of people don't understand. A white supremacist have nothing against people like the Sikhs because they believe they're basically Indo-Europeans who migrated to India. They're basically, remnants of Alexander the Great. So this would not be a extreme right-wing thing. This is no doubt the government taking advantage of the stupidity, what they think is the stupidity of the American people and the complacency of the prostitute press.
Well, sure. They know that people are going to buy into this. They buy into anything that they're told repeatedly over and over again in a hypnotic tone. I mean, the whole thing is a psychological operation, which is, of course, what this shooter was reportedly trained in. Now, you just said that maybe he was still part of the military, secretly taken out of the military, but still connected to it. We got to go to break, but I want you to hold on because I want to ask you, Are you aware of other examples of that happening where they're still working for a secret group within the military, even though officially they're no longer part of it? So stay with us, Mark from Texas, as we go to break. We'll be right back here on The Alex Jones Show for more details of this event. Stay with us.
Alex Jones here with a message.
All right, welcome back to The Alex Jones Show. Mike Adams filling in for Alex as we continue to break down the details of this shooting in Oak Park at the Sikh temple in Milwaukee. This looks like it fits the pattern of another staged event, and we've got some more details coming in here. This is thanks to a blogger, and by the way, we're gonna go back to the caller here in just a second. But turns out that one of the people shot was linked to the film Sirius, Sirius. That is like the name of the star. The constellation star, the dog star. He was the director's father, and his name is Arm Kaleka. The Sirius filmmaker Arm Kaleka's father was killed at the Sikh temple. So Arm Kaleka himself was not a victim, but his father was a victim. Now, Arm Kaleka, and this is just coming in to me here, this is the first time I'm hearing this, he is working on a movie that is, in Race Against Timeline for False Flag Alien Invasion? I gotta learn more about what this is all about. This was posted by Dr. Greer on Dr. Greer's blog. I'm going to get into more of this, but apparently this is something about the Disclosure Project and some kind of a cover-up. You know how the media's been pushing this alien invasion agenda for a long time. Apparently, this was a film being worked on by Kaleka that is investigating this issue, the false flag alien invasion. I don't know. I'm going to have to get into that to get more details. But his father reportedly killed in this shooting. So let's start connecting the dots. Again, a lot of this, folks, is this is just breaking, so we don't know the full picture yet. What we're doing is collecting data points now, and we're going to start connecting those data points, filtering out things that don't get confirmed or that don't add up, and then putting together the pieces of the puzzle that do add up to create the collage of reality, which is the false flag agenda behind all of these shootings. At least that is what looks likely. We don't have 100% proof of it yet. There's still a chance that this is just truly some lone psychotic shooter suffering from the side effects of psychiatric drugs. That's still a possibility, but the evidence is pointing more and more toward a staged event. We've got witnesses reporting multiple shooters and then a vehicle leaving the scene with those shooters. We've got his background in the military, in psychological operations. A lot of that coming out. Now, the caller on the line, Mark from Texas, are you still with us?
I am.
Okay, yes, any further thoughts?
Yeah, look, I was not in military intelligence, okay, but I did know people that were in the CID, that's Criminal Investigation Division of the military police, and in intelligence, that you say that definitely the military had plans for some kind of if anything broke out in civil society, and the military would take control. And as far as the black ops businesses, this is just basically, I'm using common sense. Every time something big happens, it seems like it's an ex-Marine like Lee Harvey Oswald, who supposedly defected to the Soviet Union, then came back. Nobody knew anything about the guy until he blows away the President of the United States.
No, that's where they're able to recruit people easily. Look, it's Jason Bourne. Are you ready to serve your country, soldier? Yes, sir. Here come the chemicals. Here come the shock therapy. Now you're a multiple personality agent. Thank you for your call, Mark. Good information. Much more straight ahead. We'll be back in 1 minute for more details. Stay with us on The Alex Jones Show. Continuing already into the second hour here. This is Mike Adams filling in for Alex Jones today. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show, and thank you for staying.